to Moment with Edith. My name is Edith. So today it's a quick chat. Do you know that a lot of people have this mentality, back in Africa, that once you are in Europe, you're in US, in the Western world generally, you are rich, you have access to a lot of money, and then they are in the position to start to make a lot of demands on you, thinking, okay, everything is automatically well with you as long as you are in the Western world. Well, this is not true, but it is true that you are in the Western world. This gives you access to basic amenities. You have access to healthcare service, good infrastructures, good housing, and what have you. You live in beautiful homes and stuff like that. But this does not translate to you having money. This is why a lot of people in the US, in Europe are broke. But people in Africa, like the family and friends that they have left behind, they would not understand this, and they cannot see through these people because they think everything is fine with them because they put on good clothes, their houses are nice and stuff like that. The thing is, in Europe, America, they have a working system, like the healthcare, the infrastructures, the the basic amenities, housing, and what have you, just name it. They have a working system that run all this through. And every citizen or every individual living in the country pays for all this. Okay, let's take it for example. In Nigeria, I want to use Nigeria and Europe as my base. In Nigeria, basic allowance or basic salary, like it is called, it's I'm not too sure, but it's less than 100,000 naira. Let's say for someone working as a waiter, or little jobs like that. Whereas in Europe, someone doing that kind of job, like a waiter or a cleaner or something like that, minimum you would be receiving like between 700 to 1,000 euros. That is about it's over 200,000 naira in Nigerian currency if you have to. Well, in Nigeria, for someone to be earning 200,000 naira, this person is big. This person must be working in the bank or somewhere very important for this person to earn this kind of money. But here in Europe, it's nothing. It's like it's the minimum that you cannot earn less than that. So this is it. As the salary comes, you have a lot to pay. You have your rent because you pay your rent every month. Your rent money goes out of it. You have insurance. You are paid. For example, you manage to secure a car for yourself. You pay insurance for your car monthly. Your feeding is there. It's not cheap. No matter how cheap you are living, it's not really cheap. And then you have your internet, every basic thing you have advantage to. The healthcare service, you are paying monthly whether you are sick or not. This is for you to have good access to health service. So there are a lot of things that you pay for that at the end of the day you cannot even save anything. You have nothing to save, and then you have family back home. I'm making this video for people who are Africans, and just to enlighten people back home, because I have seen a lot of cases where people are stressed trying to please their family, try to send money to their families even when they are in difficult situations. Because I think the situation in the Western world is more difficult because you have a lot to pay. It's not like in In Nigeria, if you are earning 50,000 naira, you can budget it that, okay, monthly I will spend 30,000 naira for food and some little things, and then I can save 20,000 naira or 15,000 naira. It depends on how large or small your expenses or the kind of person you are. You can still manage to save. But in Europe, it's not like that. By the time you pay for all these things that I mentioned, you have your own car, you have a car, it's yours. You still have to pay for insurance because you have insured this car just in case something happens. You can have a replacement for this car. You pay for it, you pay for your house rent, and then if the house is personal, if it's yours, you bought the house is yours, you still have to pay for what's it called, you still have to pay for insurance. Yes, you have to pay for insurance monthly. So at the end of the day, you are unable to save, and this is the reason why most people, when they get out of job, like when they lose their job or something tragic happen, they just go back to the gutter as soon as possible. This is because they live as they earn. It's like in Nigeria when you say pay as you go. Yes, this is just it, because once the source of income stops or cuts, you just drop at that point, because there's nothing for you to fall back at, because as you are receiving your salary, you are paying, you are exhausting it. No matter how much you try, it's very difficult for you to save. Even if you can save, it's very little. So if anything happens, everything just go. That is why you see a lot of Westerners, anything bad just happen to them, they're out, and you begin to wonder, I thought this person was so big or something like that. No, it's because they have an organized system and they pay for everything. They pay for everything, tax, insurance, name it. There are a lot of things that they pay for. So this is why you have these beautiful places everywhere, is so glamorous, nice and everything, because the government is collecting the money from the people. So they are the one who is making this whole thing possible. Unlike in Africa, for example, you have your little business you are doing, nobody is watching you. If you are earning 100,000 naira from your business, it is yours. By the time at the end of the month you remove all of your expenses, what remains, it's for you. And you are not remitting anything to the government, no one is taxing you and what have you. This is why you can have so much money in Africa, because there's no defined system, there's no system that checkmates these things. Because here in Europe, if you are doing business according to the type of business and how much is coming into the enterprise, the government is taking the tax, and the taxes are so huge. It's like you are working for yourself and working for the government. This is how it is in the Western world. So you pay, there's no way, you cannot escape it. Like in Nigeria, most businesses, they don't pay tax, they don't even know what is tax. Except you want to be very formal and very standard, or want to go very large with it. But ordinarily, most people don't pay tax. But then here in Europe, there's nothing like ordinarily or small business or what have you. Even up to the most simple shop, they all pay tax. You pay as you go. This is just how it is. So it's very nice if we have some basic knowledge about things like this. So to me, I wanted to ask this question, that is it better to live in Nigeria and be free of taxes, and then you can save some money, have some leftover in your accounts, or live in Europe without saving but enjoying everything, you know, living beautiful life, having a nice house, nice cars and stuff like that, without money in your account, liquid cash, but you have assets. You have access to nice things, or like the one I mentioned before. So which is better for you? So let me know in the comment section. So This is it for this video. As always, it's Moments with Edith. Please stay with me. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please, I do urge you to click on the subscribe button. It's just down there, and the notification bell. In that way, you get notified when I upload new videos to the platform. So thank you and see you in the next one. Ciao.